Good everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we have another flight in the Talisman series. And today we have what I think is going to be a really fun one, the P-36C Hawk. Now, those of you who may know when I did the video on the subscriber replay for, well no, not subscriber replay, subscriber request for its Phillips for the H75A4, you would know that I prefer the French Hawks. But I still appreciate the American Hawks. Obviously, I only have this one with a Talisman. I don't remember when I got it. Free, of course, because I never buy them. But, yeah, these Hawks have held a special place in my heart nonetheless, even though I do prefer the French Hawks, as I've already said. So, why do I like the French Hawks more? Well, they have more armament. Well, technically not more. They have the same as the C and the G, but they just have more ammo count, they have more endurance in combat, and they fly the same, so I'm good in both aircraft, well, series. And, well, I thought if I take the if I get some practice in the H-75, I'll remember how to fly P-36 Hawk, so here we are. I've been flying the H-75 for a little bit, and yeah, I'm pretty much untouchable on the Hawk if I fly it right. But that's because you're fighting retards and all that. So the P-36 Hawk was obviously a fighter developed to replace the P-26P shooter and other planes like that. It was a good plane for the time. Obviously, during the Battle of Pearl Harbor, Rasmussen, I can't remember his first name, he actually got out of bed, still in his PJs, so in his pajamas, strapped a .45 pistol to his pajamas, jumped in his P-36A Hawk, shot down, I think, 3 Zeros, and, well, he actually landed with over 200 bullet hits on his plane. Sadly, I don't have the Rasmussen's P-36A Hawk, but if it comes up on a Steam pack or something, I might get it. I'll see. So the P-36C differs from the P-36A by adding 2 extra 30 caliber machine guns. Not bad in terms of armament, not bad at all. But even so, I don't really fly the American Hawks all that much anymore. I just fly the French Hawks if I need to fly a Hawk. So I just think these things could be a little bit better, but obviously I can't change the course of reality. The P-36G actually carried bombs, so if they ever added that, that'd be quite interesting, but I doubt they will. So let's jump into the battle. How long's it been since I've flown the P-36C Hawk? Far too long. Last time I probably flew it would have been 2016. Because I remember spading this thing. I actually left the G-Hawk until 2017 and I flew that and loved it, so sadly I don't have a G-Hawk Talisman. But yeah, we're nearing the end of the US aircraft Talismans. Obviously I have nothing in the higher tiers, which is strange. I only have the lower tier aircraft. The final one would be the SBD Dauntless, which I'm looking forward to because it's got gun pods, so. But we'll just have to see, won't we? But in real life, the Hawk was outclassed massively by the Zero. So was the P-40 Kitty Hawk, and they just didn't stand a chance. I mean, there's a common joke in War Thunder with the P-400 is that's a P-40 with a zero on its tail because you can't do shit to a zero on a P-40. And we're into a game, lovely. But if you fly a P-40 right, you can still compete with a zero. Just gonna shut my door a second, because I bet you I'm gonna get disturbed at some point. Okay, back in the old man cave chair. So, 50 cal will be armed with universal. In fact, no, I'm gonna go ground targets under 50. Universal will be for the 7.62s as I did on the P shooters. Let's roll. Oh, it feels nice to fly a Hawk again. It really does. There's a H75A1. And speaking of Rasmussen, there's Rasmussen's P-36. It used to be a console exclusive, but now you can get it on the PC, which I quite like. I'll pick it up sometime. Let's see if he's actually any good. No, he isn't. But there's the stats for the vehicle if you're interested. Anyway, let's get up into the sky, shall we? One thing I've noticed about the Hawk is that it's actually got a pretty good roll rate when it's obviously normal and flying straight. If it's inverted, it's not as nice. It feels a bit rusty, but hey ho. And I've met that guy in a previous match. Please ignore me. He literally begged for the enemies to ignore him because he was in a PE2 Peshka. He said, I only have 0.27 tons of base bombing capability, just leave me alone. And, well, he got bounced by 319, so I don't think he got left alone. Look at anyone else. Do I recognize any names? No, I don't. Except for, obviously, please ignore me. But I can't wait to get, well, I'll get the PBY done soon enough. Obviously, I've got a subscriber request for the D520 still to do, which you'll see that tomorrow. That is, well, that plane, the I-15, well, not the I-15, that'll be another time. The D520, I didn't really fly. I didn't really like spading it, because I'd fight P-47 freaking Thunderbolts all the time. Apparently the Germans use more P-47s than freaking, what the hell? Bloody hell, he hit that base hard. Suyuji, that seems like a... He's probably in a Ju-88 if I had to guess. I'm not interested. Fighters are my priority. But when you fly a Hawk right, this thing is a very, very good aircraft. You just have to fly it right. Suyuji, yeah, it was a Ju-87R, so that would have been a full payload, so he would have been carrying the 500 and the 450s in order to do what he just did. It appears that my team are mostly ignoring him, so that's good. My team's actually climbing, which is rare. But I've just seen on a comment from HelloFo's video, well, not HelloFo's, Mr. Cat's replay just came up on my phone. Yeah, I'm actually going back about naval replays. Obviously, I mentioned this yesterday in the in HelloFo's naval replay. I'll do them, but don't expect me to know a thing because I don't. I know a couple of ships and I know how naval combat works because we did a bit. Well, I used to discuss a lot with my history teacher back in secondary school. Nice bloke he was, Mr. Welbington. If you ever meet him, he's a nice bloke. Okay, so in terms of priority target, I do want this Heinkel 100 out of my sky. Because to me, not him. Oh, he's freaking bought that. You have bought that flipping plane. And he probably thinks now he's a god because he's in a Heinkel 100. He's probably so far up his own arse he can't see out his own arse crack, people, because he doesn't even see us. He's probably looking behind him right now and thinking, oh, I'm pulling away from those biplanes so I can pad my stats. No, you're not, buddy. You forgot about this monoplane. Closing nice and close. Rake him with the guns and job done. First kill. I really don't get how there's some sad bastard who tries to pad his stats on fucking Furies. And I still have to do a subscriber request on that. I forgot to note that. That was by Jane Pro 3 because he's an arsehole. Okay, well, the enemy team has just died for some reason. They just all died. We bounce this Stuka. Bloody hell, the Hawks overheated a bit. This is unusual. Obviously, we have the speed, and I have the high ground. No idea what that guy's saying in chat, but whatever. Stuka's dead, job done. Second kill. Forgot how bad the roll rate locks up in a dive, but, well, at high speed, I should say. What is this? Are you going for a head-on? Okay, I mean, that works. The Hurricane being blind as a bat has not even noticed the Heinkel 51. The Fury's going to need some help here because the Fury's completely done for against the HE 51. Got him. Second or third kill, I should say. Beautiful. Obviously, this is my first fight in the Hawk. I mean, I told you I do beasts and Hawks. Because they're very much my kind of plane. Okay, let's clean up some ground targets, I think. Forgot to mention, the 50 cal is mounted in the right hand side of the engine cowling. For those of you that are interested. Left hand side of the engine cowling. Oh, really? Fuck's it. Not again. It's the second time I've had shit like that happen. Single hit and I'm dead. This is why I hate AA guns, guys, and just fix them. It's not hard. I mean, what if this was a new player and did you notice how it's only shot me down? And it's not shot down anyone else? It's just ridiculous. If we go over to the Furies, I mean, the Furies are a hell of a lot slower than me, and yet they're no threat to the AAA, apparently. Oh, well. Let's return to the hangar then. I swear that is the second time. First on, um, it's Phillips' subscriber request for the friggin' Heinkel 112. Then it's that in the P-36C, but we had a good game nonetheless. But seriously, guys, for the second time in a fucking row, fix your shit. I've had enough of it. Bored of it now. It's just the second time that has happened, and it's just getting worse and worse. If it happens to me in the the SBD, I'm gonna be pissed because well, I don't fly the SBD all that much. I've only flown it to get a gun pod, and that was back in 2018. But hey, that's another plane off the list at least. We had a good flight. It could have been better, but we got 3 kills out of it. We removed some twat in a HU-100, so there's that. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys off. I hope you enjoyed today's video on the P-36C. Sorry it's a little short. Can't help the AAA, I'm afraid. It's too broken, in my opinion. What if I was a new player and I was flying this plane for the first time? I don't freaking know, but anyway, I'll let you guys off. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will catch you all on the next one.